are good. Oh, you are kind. Yeah, you are good. Oh,
Lockdown in the building.
another one don't come. Another one don't come. Yeah, another one don't come. Ba 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 ba. No fit to complain. Maybe miracle God away. Ba 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 ba. No fit to complain. Maybe miracle. Yeah, you are good. Oh, you are kind. Yeah, you are good. Oh,
Lockdown in the building.
another one don't come. Another one don't come. Yeah, another one don't come. Ba 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 ba. No fit to complain. Maybe miracle God away. Ba 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 ba. No fit to complain. Maybe miracle.
As a successful black woman, has the skin color, has that held you back?
No.
You say that again. Can you look in the camera and just say no, please?
No.
Because I just had the best cupcake I've ever had in my life. And today I have the opportunity to sit down with a black woman who turned $5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into millions. I'm talking about $10 million. Let's pronounce your name for everyone watching right now.
Mignon Francois.
Mignon Francois. Francois. I love it. So, Miss Mignon, let's just jump straight into it. One of the rising entrepreneurs in today's day and time are African American ladies. And we're sitting with one right now who just is taking over Nashville. Everybody knows her. Black, white, you name it. It's because of these amazing cupcakes. But tell us a little bit about that. Like, how did you do this? What was going on in your life?
I was drowning in debt and brokenness. I was losing everything that I had, including this house where we're sitting right now.
Wow.
I knew the date that it was going up for sale on the courthouse steps.
Okay.
And our cards had already been repossessed. I didn't remember the day they picked up the card from right there, put it on the truck. I was like, I am tired of losing my stuff.
Yeah.
I'm tired of people taking my stuff.
Yeah.
And I was listening to Dave Ramsey. I was a regular listener.
Yeah.
And he was telling people to have a bake sale. And I thought, you know, you can have a bake sale every single day. Because I'm from New Orleans.
Okay.
And so, you know, we have a lot of little shack type buildings where you can get amazing food.
Yeah.
And I thought this window would be the one that I would sell out of.
Okay.
And that little room was where I would make this whole operation, and that my girls would bake at night because they were really great bakers. They were 10 and 16.
Okay.
They would bake at night when they came from school, and I had really good business ideas.
Yeah.
And that I would run their business that together we would do this in the daytime. And, you know, I was thinking, we could do this every single day, but God, I don't know how to bake. And then my husband said, well, go, I got all those culinary books, go find out why baking soda, why baking powder. I was like, you know what, fine. You know, I will.
Yeah.
You know, God, you challenge me. You know, I will do it, right? I am everything that you're not supposed to be in order to be successful, right? So I was a teenage mother. I had dropped out of college.
Okay.
You know, I had all these babies and a husband, and we in debt, and we broke, and all this kind of stuff. So I started doing all this stuff, and it was my first successful thing ever that I ever baked.
Okay.
And so my kids would always stand at the end of the kitchen and be like, whatever, Mom, let's see what mess you're gonna make now. Do you want me just to do it for you? I could cook. I'm from New Orleans, but I didn't know how to bake. And so I made my first successful cake. And I realized in that moment, if I wanted to open a business on this, that I have to be consistent.
Yeah.
And so I'd have to do it every time the exact same. What I learned in the process is that it wasn't that I was afraid that I wouldn't make it. I was afraid that I would.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens to people. We know if we're successful, people are gonna come.
Yeah.
And when I'm tired, I gotta get up.
Yeah.
And when I don't feel like it, I still gotta go.
Yeah.
And the more and more I did that, the more I realized that what most people are afraid of is success.
Yes.
They're not afraid of failure.
Yeah. What would you say is one thing with all that you have accomplished? You came from here to now you're here with a $1 million cupcake business. What would you say to that African American young lady right now, 19, 18, doesn't know what she wants to do? She's made so many mistakes. What is the first thing she needs to do right now to really start the journey of entrepreneurship?
I think the first thing that she needs to do if she's made some mistakes, she got to forgive herself.
Okay.
Everything that is happening to you is happening for you, not to you.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing that I would say to her is to not look at what is going on, but to look for the lesson.
Yeah.
That's what it is that I've been teaching my children and my team. What was the lesson?
Right.
Well, then that was the cost of the lesson
Right.
that we had to learn.
We all make mistakes, and if one thing I'm hearing from you is if you're going to be successful in the future, learn from those mistakes so you don't remake them.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that is something that I personally learned myself, and I love that. So, what's the hardest thing being an entrepreneur?
Faith.
Faith. Okay.
I have faith that my car is going to start.
Right.
Because I've seen it happen before.
Right.
So I think I did everything I was supposed to do, so therefore the car should start. So I have faith in the car to get me where I need to go.
Right.
But there's a different kind of faith that you have to have when you've never seen it done.
Yeah.
And I believe that faith is currency.
Yeah.
And that currency will perform for you based on how much you've deposited in it, just like at the bank.
Yeah.
And so, like, however big that you can make a thing go is based on how much faith currency you're operating with. So we're so successful because people keep putting their faith currency in. You know what?
I like that. I like that. It really sounds like what I love about you is everything based around your business. I just hear your spiritual background. Mm-hmm. It's like you give it all to Jesus, to your faith. And I love that. What do you say to black young ladies, black people in general that are watching this about the way they think about our skin color and it holding us back?
I think when we speak what we seek, we'll see what we've said.
Oh, shucks. All right, can I get another cupcake on that one, please? If you speak what you seek, you see what you... Oh, my gosh. I'm going to preach that one.
And it's like, what are you willing to focus on?
Oh.
That's what you get more of. I mean, like, you know, I believe... I read it somewhere that the universe doesn't know anything about negativity. So when you speak negative...
Yep.
It gives you more negative.
Yes.
When you speak positive, it gives you more positive. So my team is not allowed to speak negative. You know what I mean? So when you speak what you seek, you will see what you've said. So what is it that you want? Say more of that and get more of that.
I've learned so much from you today, and it's like, I really hope you all can grasp this. You know, what she said. Number one, her faith played a major role in where she's at today. Two, you didn't give up when you had so many obstacles. You had a lot of children. You had everything going against you, but you stayed faithful. You endured the process, the season, and you went after it. And then three, man, you make sure that you speak positive because you know there's so much power. And then four, it's like, man, you said so much, but like the fourth one was you had a vision from the very beginning, which kept you going. And so it's like now you go from $5 to 10 million, from your kids, to now you got 2 locations, Nashville and in New Orleans. You're employing African American females and males, and you're killing it because you're inspiration. And while this is African American Black History Month, you're not just an inspiration to black people, you're an inspiration to all people. That it is possible. Because if we take away the skin color, you're a woman. And some people would say that it's not fair for ladies, and it's hard for ladies to be successful. And it's like you went against all odds that some people would say. And as a young black man, I look up to you.
Thank you.
Yo, you guys, thank you so much for rocking with your boy today, man. I'm just like in awe. And I'm telling you right now, you need to get some of these cupcakes.
Down in the building.
Another one don't come. Another one don't come. Yeah. Another one don't come. Ba 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 ba. No feel to complain. Maybe miracle got away. Ba 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 ba. No feel to complain. Maybe miracle.
Hello everyone, in case you missed our very first event with Lady Lunch Club here in Nashville, we are at the beautiful Omni Hotel at the Kitchen Notes restaurant, and I'm here with our featured guest, Mignon Francois, who is the founder and CEO of the Cupcake Collection here in Nashville. Mignon is so inspirational, and we are so excited to have her here. I wanted to just ask her a few questions so that we could share a little bit of her spirit here with you in this video in case you missed it, or in case you were here and you just couldn't get enough of it. So I'm just going to ask her a few questions now, and you guys stay tuned and make sure you check us out on our website, ladylunchclub.com, and across the social media platforms will be at Lady Lunch Club. So Mignon, it is such a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much for having me. What a wonderful gift.
You are so successful in baking and being a small business owner, but I think there's so much about your spirit, like above and beyond that I think the world needs to see. So if you could just share a little bit with us about, you know, in your own eyes, how you see yourself and who you strive to be and kind of what you do to get yourself there.
Okay, so I see myself as famous.
I love it. You are famous. You are.
You know, a lot of people won't be honest with you and just tell you that, but it's not intended for it to sound arrogant. It just is what it is.
I love it.
I always knew that I was going to be famous.
Okay.
From a little girl, I would tell my mother that I'm going to be famous one day, and she'd be like, "What are you going to be famous for?" And I said, "I don't know." And she said, "Well, then be famous." and so there was just always something on the inside of me that said that people were supposed to know my name. And I believe that if with this fabulous name, I had to put some due diligence behind it to make it great. And so I needed to wake up every day on purpose to do something good. Now, I didn't get to that until I was 33 years old because I didn't think I was pretty. I didn't think I was good enough. I thought my nose was too big, my lips were too big, I wasn't smart enough. What if I don't say the right thing? What if they don't like me? And so it took for me to, my best friend took some pictures of me. And in my former life, I was a photographer. And so she was saying, "You always make people feel beautiful. I want to do the same thing for you."
I love
so I'm going to put makeup on your face.
Okay, that's a friend for you, right?
I'm going to put makeup on your face, and you just show me where to point that camera and click it. And I didn't think she'd be able to do that. You know, this was before filters. Okay. before iPhone.
Hashtag no filter.
and she took a picture of me, and the pictures came back untouched, and I was like, wow, that girl is beautiful. And I had to sit with myself and find out that was me.
Wow.
And I just kept saying, that is me.
Yeah.
That is no one else. That is me. And it was in that time that I began to know the meaning of my name. My name means beautiful.
Wow.
And this is what I've learned over time, that you need to know the meaning of your name, because either you will live out the meaning of your name or you will live out the purpose of the adversary set up against it.
Wow.
And so I always thought it was ugly, but my name said that I was beautiful.
Right.
And when I saw myself as pretty for the first time, I began to walk in rooms and own them. And I didn't do it on purpose. It just was, I was pretty enough to walk in the room.
It was just a change in the attitude. And,
that I could walk, I could stand up straight, I could gather myself, have my clothes right, you know, get my attitude. I have a B attitude. And when you think about what B attitudes are, I was still meek, I was still humble, and I'm going to always be those things. And even though I'm saying this right now, I'm saying it for the benefit of someone else who doesn't know that about themselves, who needs to know that you're all that. It doesn't matter what somebody else has to say about you. And it was in that time that I learned the meaning of my name, and then I began to live out the purpose set up for me. And that's why I could do anything.
Wow.
Because I believed it then. And then other people, when you believe it about yourself, other people will tack on to it and believe it too. Because people will believe whatever they see you doing.
Exactly.
You know, it's just kind of like, you know how they say the rich get richer and the poor get poorer? It is, not only is it truth, it's a biblical concept. It's a biblical truth. And that which you have, when you use it for whatever little it is that you have, it becomes more. Because the currency that's performing for you is the faith that you're putting into
Yes,
it.
exactly. And I think a lot of people look at that scripture, and think of it in terms of just money. But I think it, expands to all aspects of our lives. Like, that what you have and that you're grateful for, and that you basically what you're working with. If you're actually using it, they say you use it or you lose it. If you're actually using it, then it grows and it expands for you. And it does also work in the negative sense as well. It's just like what you focus on will expand and multiply. And so I think that's a really interesting point, to bring up on how, whatever it is that you're focusing on, that you're grateful for, that that you feel like you have, is going to expand and grow for you.
That's a really powerful point that you said. You get more what you focus on, whether that be negative or positive.
Exactly.
I had a situation in my team where this really great little girl, captain of the cheerleading squad in high school, she's gonna cheer here at Tennessee State University. Gigantic dimples that take over her whole entire face. A smile that looks like I created it on her. But she had attitude problem. And people were writing me saying, that little girl right there, she does not represent you. And I was gonna have to let her go.
Yeah.
And I sat her down, I said, look, I love you, but I will love you from across the town.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't represent who I am. And so we focused on the negativity of what she would bring to the table. And if one more person writes me about
Like,
me,
this is
you
it.
are going to go. Because I'm so committed to training and raising them in the way that they should go. Not just my village.
Yeah.
Right? I wanted to give her another opportunity. She had like 5 opportunities. Like, girl, look, you just don't want to get this. You have
Like, I am trying.
Everybody can't sing backup for Beyonce.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
So I only want the best. I only want the best singing backup for me too.
Exactly.
I'm taking my cues from
I love
Queen
it.
Bee,
I
right?
love it. You
And
can never get too much Queen Bee.
Right. And so as I was thinking about, I was getting more negativity. We focused on what she wasn't doing, and I decided one day to wake up and focus on the positive in her. Like, girl, you are too pretty for that.
Yeah.
Or, girl, those dimples like that, the world needs to see them. When I focused on that for her, it turned around that day.
Yeah.
That day. And so she's still, the other day she had a talk with the manager. She's like, I just don't understand why people don't get it. And I'm like, really, girl?
Like, oh, how quickly we forget. That's awesome. Okay, so we know a little bit about you. We can see, I feel like it's purity in the spirit. I love it. I connected with you just right from the start. So what is next for you? What, exciting things do you have coming up? Where do you see yourself going? Like, what can we anticipate?
Oh, I want to be doing more of telling people what they can do if they believe. I have a really packed schedule in 2018 that's going to take me traveling into the world to spread this joy. I am on a journey to joy.
Yes.
And I have this mission in my life that people who come in contact with Mignon Francois need to leave feeling joy. And if they don't do that, then I have failed at my mission. But my word for the year is joy, and finding joy in the journey, because you can't have a journey without joy.
Yes.
And so it's like we focus on what the first thing we do after we've completed a task is, what did I do wrong so I can next time not do that? Instead of focusing on what did I do well, or what brought me joy. And I'm looking for helping people to find joy. I told you earlier, I want to play hide and seek with joy because ain't nobody find her. Everybody's desperately seeking her, but nobody can't find her. And I want to be on purpose about finding joy in 2018. But we just got picked up by the Home Shopping Network.
Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you mentioned that. I was so excited. I was watching the video like, yes.
That is a dream come true. Someone asked me if I ever thought that was going to happen to me, and I said yes.
Did you? I love it. You're like, yeah, I absolutely thought it would.
I didn't know that,
Right.
But like I told you before, like I knew big things were happening for me. I just had to prepare myself. There is a great a thinker of our time that said that a man's opportunity is only as good as what he prepares himself to receive it.
I love it.
And I just always see success as a crash, a really bad crash, at an intersection where there are no survivors except for success. It's where preparation and opportunity collide. And the only thing rising out of the ashes is success.
Oh, I love it.
And that's that's really what I believe. And so in 2018, I'm doing more of that. I'm going to be a part of the American Dreams program that's coming, that just started on the Home Shopping Network. As they said that they believe that I'm one of their next big discoveries, and that was just like,
that is so amazing.
So exciting. And then, you know, just more of nurturing and developing talent for people to be, who are going to come into my footsteps. To whom a lot is given, a lot is required. I was talking to my daughter last night, and I was saying, you know, it's hard to be in this place where you just would rather just go find the best of the best. Or you can find a diamond and polish that up. But diamonds don't look like diamonds. Many people pass them by. And I'm looking for diamonds in the rough to polish up, because I want, you know, when I meet my creator, I want him to say, what did you create, Mignon? What did you build? What did you do? And I want him to be pleased with me. So in 2018, I'm doing more of that. But what I'm most excited about is in 2017, we got voted as the best cake in Tennessee.
I believe it. In America, in the world.
So our sweet potato cupcake represents.
Oh, that's my favorite.
And so I've opened up a new store in New Orleans.
Awesome.
And I'm gonna be opening, you know, more opportunities for people to have franchise opportunities. I'm gonna limit it, but I am gonna do a few. So that's some of my plans.
Oh, that's so exciting. Okay, now if you had to give some advice to somebody out there who's looking at this, who's watching this, and who said, you know, can I do this?
Oh, the thing I would say to them is, don't try to be like me. You are the best you that there ever will be. And I want you to spend time being more of that. If I could tell people anything that you're looking for, you have it. It's already on the inside of you. I couldn't bake out of a box. And now I'm an award-winning, accomplished pastry chef. They're asking me to create products on shelves, and people are standing in lines to receive it. I can't believe it. I'm like,
like, is this
really? They want to know what I have to say. They want to taste what I've done, and now it's I'm in a place where there's almost nothing I can't make. You know, nothing I can't make, but I know it's not me. It's who I allow to work in me. And we're arrogant beings that believe that we come up with anything. But these ideas are dropped on the inside of us. I heard, I do a lot of reading, and most of my reading is done in the car. So I listen to a lot of books, you know, on CD. And I heard a philosopher say that the average American gets 4 good ideas a year, that if they would focus on one of those, they would be a millionaire.
That's an awesome,
one good God idea.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Oh, I love it. So there you have it, just a little bit of Mignon right here in this little segment for you. But you know, there's so much more, and I wish we had more time to, you know, to put more content here on this video. But make sure you continue to keep up with her, follow her, because greatness is following her. So make sure you keep up, and we look forward to seeing you guys and meeting your beautiful faces in the future. Bye.
Another one don't come. Another one don't come. Another one don't come. No fit to complain. Maybe miracle.